And we're back. I skimmed through the preface, then the first chapter. My fingers pick up speed as I thumb through the pages, never absorbing more than the first line of any particular page. Boring drivel, I can't read this. I toss the book aside and rest a closed fist underneath my chin. I'm not normally this restless, usually I'm focused and driven. But it's my birthday, and Shinzuko isn't here to give me a gift. Perhaps I regret throwing away the French press. It was the most thoughtful birthday gift I've ever received. Perhaps I just regret losing Shinzuko. I don't really know. Yeah, it's really nice to get really thoughtful birthday presents. I haven't gotten one since I was a kid, maybe. In fact, I don't think I've gotten a birthday present, period, since I was... I don't remember the last birthday present I got, but it was years ago. When you're an adult, it seems everybody doesn't give a fuck about giving you anything, so... It sucks. If this were any other day, I wouldn't waste my time dwelling on the past. I thought I was above giving this day more significance than any other. 35. Fuck. Where do the years go? Time really does slip through your fingers. Hell, it's been more than a year since I met Noriko. Technically, I doubt she remembers our first meeting. I peer around the library and smile, and find a smile forming on my face. She probably thinks we met here just a few months ago. I asked her some trivial questions, something about Lovecraft or Cthulhu, then I introduced myself. But the first time we bumped into each other was at my apartment. Well, her apartment. What? What? It was a fully furnished apartment. Didn't have much with me when I left. This used to be his apartment? I bet it looks the same today as it did back then. I returned to collect the last few things, a couple of blankets in the closet, a broom, a dustpan, a few knuckle bones. The usual stuff. I wanted to say goodbye one final time. To my surprise, she was there. She was chatting to the landlord casually, inquiring about the terms of the lease. I must have frozen in my tracks when I saw her. I know I spent a good few minutes just staring at her. She was beautiful, gorgeous, breathtaking. And she looked like Shinzuko, but she looks so much like Shinzuko. She shook hands with the landlord. She said her name aloud, Noriko Kurosawa. Her name stuck in my mind, replayed over and over in my head. The landlord accepted her offer for the apartment. Noriko would be moving in, making the place her home, my place. I must have bumped my shoulder into her by accident when I tried to squeeze past. She apologized, I apologized.
Zaz was just leaving.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, no, please. It was my fault. I'm very sorry. Did you live here?
Yeah.
I see. Thank you for taking care of the place. I'll be moving in soon.
I see.
Did you like it here?
Yes, very much so. It was home.
I'm glad. I hope that I feel just as comfortable here.
I nodded, but didn't pull my eyes from her face. She walked away after glancing me with a polite bow. I don't know what that means. The Noriko from back then was healthier than the girl I know now. I couldn't tell. I wish the art reflected that. I don't mean to shit on the artist, but I wish there was differences in detail. But as far as I could tell, she looked exactly the same. She's become little more than a skeleton, skin and bones, but her keen mind isn't dulled. Damn. It'd be so cool if it reflected that. Everybody keeps saying that, but she looks exactly the same, so it's hard for me to tell. And she's still gorgeous. She still takes my breath away, just like Shinzuko once did. But she refuses to leave the factory. She refuses to return from her apartment. Occasionally, Tomoe will go fetch the things she needs: clothes, tiny portions of food, coffee, mostly. At some point, I got delegated to selecting the most suitable cadavers from the morgue. Also, Noriko doesn't have to visit the morgue herself. Does she still work? She gives me a bunch of photos, then it's on me to pick and choose cadavers that best match them. Not my favorite work, it's tedious, and I don't have an eye for detail that she does. but I do what I can.
Ouch.
My phone begins vibrating violently in my back pocket. I didn't realize I was sitting on it.
Yo,
Where the hell are you?
library.
Don't you have deliveries to make today?
I'm just taking the morning off.
You didn't ask me about that.
I told Tomoe.
Well, she didn't mention anything about it to me.
Zaz, I'll see you in a few hours anyway.
God damn it. I'm so fucking sick of that word.
I just wanted to chill this morning. My birthday.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Nothing more sad than you have to tell people it's your birthday to get a happy birthday. It's really depressing.
Okay. I'll see you this afternoon. Bye.
Later.
She sounded mad at me. In my defense, I haven't actually taken a day off from Corpse Girl's work for weeks. Didn't think taking the morning off would be too much to ask. Apparently, I rubbed her the wrong way. But juggling this work as well as my morgue duties is tiring. Don't get much time to myself. Don't get much time to think. Well, you're thinking plenty because I have to read a lot in your fucking chapter. Probably why Shinzuko's face doesn't pop in my mind as much as it used to. My theory, anyway. I drain the remnants of my coffee cup. After returning the unread book to the shelf, I leave the library.
I'm home.
I close the front door behind me. My place is always dark. The tiniest sliver of sunlight filters in from the gap between the closed curtains. I like it this way. I spent countless nights underneath the unholy lights in the morgue. That fluorescent glow messes with my eyes. So I keep my apartment dark. It's comforting. The place is small, smaller than my last apartment. At any rate, Noriko's apartment. A tiny living space, one bedroom, one kitchenette. The bathroom is pitiful, a half-sized tub with a shower head above it, a toilet, no sink. I need to use the kitchen sink after finishing my business. But it's home. Moving here after deciding to leave my old place was the change I needed after Shinzuko died. I threw away so much of my life from back then. I almost feel like a completely different person now. Almost. I've kept my habits, mannerisms, parts of me that I find weird or off-putting. Can't help it. That's just how I am. All those quirky attributes that Shinzuko couldn't stand. They're still with me. She's gone, and I'm still here.
Come on.
I shake my head at the sound of my own voice. What a birthday, what a pointless day. Dwelling on the past has assumed me. I moved on from Shinzuko a long time ago. I'm only struck by her on her today because of my birthday, because today reminds me of that damn French press she bought for me. But it's gone now and she's gone. All that remains is me. That's the way it's always been, probably the way it always will be.
Enough.
If you keep chasing after lesbians, it probably will be that way.
Time for work.
I don't feel like staying in and relaxing. I shuffle towards the tall, narrow cabinet in the far corner of my living space. I hoist the door open and look at my clean white coat. It's not stained or dusty like the one I keep at display near the window. It's my good coat, the one I reserve for special days like my birthday. The white coat is resting comfortably on a white mannequin inside the white cabinet. I hate the color white, it serves no purpose. Hey, don't shit talk white, okay? It's my favorite color too. Despite its useful color, or useless color, the mannequin holding the coat does serve a purpose. It carries my treasured possessions. Perhaps mannequin is the most fitting word for it, but it will do. As I grab my coat, the sleeve catches on the mannequin's fingers. I tug it gently to manage to release the coat from the mannequin's bony limb.
Later.
Habit of mine to say goodbye to empty rooms. Used to be funny when the rooms were truly empty. What is happening right now? Not so funny anymore. Not when that face stares back at me from within the cabinet. Does he have a fucking cadaver in his... Does he have his, like, girlfriend's body in there? Nothing to do about it. What?
Happy birthday.
Thanks, bitch.
Thanks.
I don't have a gift for you. I'm sorry.
Of course not.
All good.
Noriko runs her hand on her opposite arm shyly, not like her to act so awkward and embarrassed.
I just didn't know. That's all.
I know.
She seems truly disappointed in herself for not knowing about my birthday.
I looked at my noise feed, and it even has a notification that today's the day. I'm sorry. I don't have a reasonable excuse.
It's fine. Really. What's on the agenda today?
I want to break away from this discussion. I hate my birthday. I hate Shinzuko for leaving me. Noriko sweeps a strand of hair behind her ear and contemplates the question.
12 deliveries. Tomoe has already prepped the bodies. She's waiting in the van. I've sent the photos to the victims.
Only 12 today?
We're not getting many new requests. All of today's deliveries are just part of our backlog. There aren't many corpses left here, actually. We've managed to work our way through most of them. Have to visit the morgue again soon.
I see.
Things seem to be slowing down. Copycat is stealing our business. I just know it.
Maybe.
Oh, that reminds me. Whatever happened to Aui's boyfriend?
What do you mean?
I can't believe I forgot about it. You were going to kill him.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow I'd forgot about that too, caught up in my own head today. Junpei Matsumoto.
Is he dead?
Unlikely.
Noriko's pout prompts me to explain.
Hurt him good, but Aoi arrived before I could go further.
Shit. Did she see you?
Yeah. She doesn't know me though.
I suppose. Wait. You didn't hurt Aoi, did you?
The tone of panic in her gasping voice is impossible to disregard.
Of course not.
Aoi's innocent, you know? She can't get caught up in all this.
She's the Herald. I know it.
I know.
I'd never hurt a friend of Noriko's. Unless they hurt me for self-defense or something.
So, what do we do about Junpei? If he's still alive, he knows that you're involved with the morgue and with Corpse Girl.
Just poison his Cheetos. He'll die in like 2 seconds.
Don't know. Actually, he did say something interesting.
What did he say?
I quote, "Every person targeted by the human removal service is removed by the Herald's hand." End quote.
The Herald? Who the fuck is the Herald? Did you mishear? Was it supposed to be Gerald?
Herald. Apparently some prophet. A visionary. Junpei says he's immortal.
Immortal? You're not serious.
Every killing is carried out by him personally.
What the hell? How is that even possible? How can someone kill so many people without getting caught?
How can we? I shrug, my tongue subconsciously licks the gap where my tooth once was.
Guess he's good.
What a pain in the ass.
Anyway, I'll take care of those deliveries.
Thanks. I'm going to try and dig up something.
Dig up?
Not literally. Information. Online.
Had me excited there for a moment.
Don't worry. You'll be the first person I tell if I decide to go digging up bodies.
Thanks.
I throw Noriko a lazy wave and take my leave.
You finally good to go?
Yeah.
Good. I want to get this over with.
Okay.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
She remembered.
Thanks.
It's funny to think that Tomoe knows about my birthday. I assume she read it on Noise since now we're friends.
Get any prezzies?
Nope.
Not more.
Lame. What do you like? I'll buy you something.
Really? You'd do that for me?
I like her boobs.
Of course. You may be a creep, but birthdays are the best. Everyone deserves a present.
I think she's being nice, not a fan of being called a creep.
Well, I'd like a French press.
Would I?
What's that?
A coffee press.
Oh, I know those. Yeah, sure. I'll order you one. Cool?
Cool. Thanks.
Sure. Happy birthday, Kojiro.
Surprisingly, she steps forward to give me a short hug. It feels nice. Contact. She's warm, not like Noriko, or the way I imagine Noriko to be. Her hair smells wonderful, like coconut. I'm not stepping in on purpose. I'm not trying to play up my reputation as a creep, but it's impossible not to smell it when we're this close. Her fingers tap my back a few times, and then she releases the hug. A smile as warm as her touch spreads across her face.
Come on, let's get going.
Yeah.
Tomoe opens the van's driver's side door and scoots inside. As the door shuts behind her, I can't help but entertain the thought that of what she would be like to have as a girlfriend, a partner, a lover. She's nicer than I originally thought, heart's in the right place. But she's not Noriko. I shake the fleeting thoughts from my mind as I urge myself to get on with things. Did I skip something? Nope. Delivery time. Morgue duties have felt mundane lately, boring, pointless. Lots of things I'd rather be doing. Had to come in early today thanks to the influx of deceased patients from the hospital. Bodies get passed through the hospital halls and land in my lap unceremoniously. They need tagging, need to be added to the inventory, need to be stored. Cadavers are needier than most some people. Don't know where I'm going to store this lot. Running out of room in this place, only a handful of cold chambers still available. I could thank Human Removal Service for that. This is the only morgue in this area, but it's one of the biggest. A lot of cadavers end up here. A lot of victims. Weeks ago, I used to smile every time one of Corpse Girl's victims had entered this hollow place. And why again do the police not investigate the biggest morgue where all the fucking cadavers go? It's kind of poetic. Noriko cherry-picked corpses from this morgue. These corpses were delivered to the victims. The victims died, and they end up here as fresh cadavers. Ready to repeat the cycle. It was beautiful, the circle of death. Now it's rare for Corpse Girl's victims to arrive, more common of the girls of the Human Removal Service. At least, that's my speculation. When multiple homicide victims arrive on your doorstep every day, it's not hard to piece things together. Lacerations, dismembered limbs, rope marks, bludgeoned skulls. Myriad mortal wounds inflicted on the flesh. I always suspected Corpse Girl's copycat was behind the sheer number of deaths raging across Tokyo. Seeing the fruits of the copycat's labor firsthand was convinced me that we're not dealing with simple suicides. And Junpei Matsumoto's words ring clearly in my ears. Our herald, he still carries out the killings personally. It all adds up. Corpse Girl has truly met her match. While the Human Removal Service continues to claim countless lives, Corpse Girl's success is rapidly declining. Much to Moriko's jargon, Corpse Girl has become so well known that the general public no longer fears her. Like every figure from folklore or fictional character, everybody knows the name Corpse Girl, but only the truly gullible believe she can kill people. I call it the Bloody Mary effect. If someone is predisposed to believing a horrific entity, they will convince themselves that the entity truly exists. When targeted by Corpse Girl, such a person will succumb to the suicide in an attempt to escape a potentially more grisly fate. In reality, they simply play into the trap that Corpse Girl laid for them. Those that treat Corpse Girl more like an entertaining piece of folklore like Bloody Mary are immune to fear. Some like this can receive a photo of their own corpse and shrug it off as no more than a threat from a spam email. It's ironic that the success Noriko sought for so long is the very thing that has rendered Corpse Girl's methods ineffective. I wouldn't say all of this is Noriko's face. She's well aware of the situation. As for Human Removal Service, no one seems to know about it. No mention of it anywhere on the internet. Anywhere I can access it at any rate. Police investigating the stringent homicides haven't mentioned it. If the site relies on users to request deaths, I'm at a loss as to how people are learning about it. It truly seems to be some sort of shadow organization, except for the fact that Junpei Matsumoto essentially walked up right to me and revealed himself. I don't know his motives for doing so. I don't know how he found out I'm involved with Corpse Girl's work. I really should take care of him. I want Noriko back. This guy's so boring. Knock at the door. I rub... here's the problem with this asshole. He doesn't have any interesting quirks or anything. He's just a simp. He just really wants to date Noriko. That's his character. He's a little bit weird. And he wants to date Noriko. And he's sad that his girlfriend died and he's lonely. And yeah, I relate to some of that stuff. I've had somebody I like die. And I've mostly sad all the time. But at the same time, it's not very interesting. To me, anyway. Noriko, with her various fucking mental illnesses and her obsession with killing, was far more interesting. I kind of am looking forward to the Aoi chapter. I'm curious what that's going to be about. Must have fallen asleep in my chair again. Still groggy, I get up and look through the front doors of people. A single lonely package hits the doormat. Don't know where it came from. I haven't ordered anything online lately. I swing the door wide open and pick up the plain brown parcel. Something rattles inside. Bringing it indoors, I slip my thumb underneath the package tape and tear it open. Nestled on the bed of packing foam is a white box adorned with the image of a French press.
A coffee maker.
Tomoe. That's right, this is a gift from Tomoe. She really brought me a birthday gift, something that I truly wanted. My friend, Tomoe. After putting the package down, I received my phone and opened noise. Thank you for the birthday present. You got it already? Just now, it's a good brand too. Sweet. Glad you like it. Maybe I'll brew you a cup one day. Haha. Yes, please. Extra sugar. You got it. Tomoe doesn't send up a follow-up message. I take that to mean the conversation has expired. It feels good that she did such a nice thing for me. Almost forgot what it's like to have someone care. Pity she has a boyfriend. Never stops going on about him. Regardless, it doesn't matter. I shouldn't misconstrue a kind gesture as affection. She's simply bestowing a birthday gift. It can be easy to misconstrue that. Especially when you're lonely. You want to take everything as a sign. Something most people would do for a friend. Something Noriko didn't even attempt. Don't know how to break down Noriko's barriers. Been trying for a long time. She never seems to warm up. You could try switching sexes. It might work. Maybe chasing her is a lost cause. It probably is, bro. I'm tired of being lonely. I'm so tired. I feel you. Noriko, Tomoe, I don't care. If either of them would accept me, I would give them everything I am. I just don't want to be alone anymore. I relate to the guy, but, you know, the start of another long night. Alone, like always. The cadavers hardly can be called company. They don't speak, they don't laugh at my jokes, not like living people laugh at jokes anyway. Beep boop.
Yeah?
Hey, I think I mentioned this a day or two ago, but our reserves have pretty much dried up.
It's very clear Noriko thinks of us as an employee, rather than any sort of interest beyond that. Or just somebody that she could use. Yeah.
Okay.
Reserves. She means her stash of corpses at the factory. She's away with words.
Anyway, 3 new requests came through today. I'm really excited. Maybe things will pick up again.
Maybe.
I'll send through photos of the Vicks. Can you select some corpses that resemble them? Tomoe will come by with the van.
Okay.
Thanks. Are you okay? You're pretty quiet. More than usual, anyway.
I'm fine.
I see. Well, thanks. I'm sending the photos now. Message me when you're done. I'll send Tomoe over.
Yeah.
I end the call and return my phone in my pocket. It vibrates 3 times in quick succession as Noriko's photos automatically download. 3 requests, not much, but enough to lift her spirits. I scan the array of cold chambers lining the walls. This place is packed to the gills. Shouldn't be a problem finding some matches for her. I take a stroll alongside the left row of chambers. All of the bodies within are due for cremation. I can't take my pick from here, just like always, business as usual. I fish my phone out once more and examine the new photos. 2 women, 1 man. Middle-aged, young adult, young adult. Normal, everyday people. Corpse girl will wrap her fingers around their throats and try to kill them. Will they shrug off the attempt on their lives? Time will tell. I'll do my best to help Noriko end their lives. I wander towards the computer at the end of the room and log in into the inventory system. Time to find some suitable bodies. Alright.
The corpses you picked out are good. 2 of them, anyway.
Excuse me?
What's wrong with the third?
He looks a bit too old. Older than the victim, at any rate.
You're welcome.
I see. Sorry.
He didn't say saws. Wow. Something's really wrong with Kojiro.
It's not a problem. I think it'll still be convincing.
If Noriko gave a shit at all, she would immediately notice that. I immediately noticed that, and I hate the fucker.
Are we delivering them today?
No, I received even more requests overnight. I need you to go select more cadavers.
Oh, god damn it.
Sheesh. Again?
Sorry. Aren't you happy that we're busy again?
No, not really.
Couldn't care less. I'm only doing this for you.
It's the truth, even if she doesn't want to hear it. Yeah, tell her the truth. God damn it. Either you get the answer you want, or you get the answer you don't want. Either way, you can move on.
I heard that Tomoe got you a birthday gift.
She did, because she cares.
Way to change the subject.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be your friend, and I was just so caught up within my own head that I couldn't be bothered with your birthday.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
So, if you'll accept a late gift, is there anything you would like?
You.
A date.
There you go.
With you.
Anything else?
Why don't you just tell him you like vagina? Like, that would end it real quick. He'll realize there's no hope and move on. So this is fucking torture.
No.
You're being awfully forward today. I thought we agreed to just be friends.
He doesn't want that.
What's gotten into you?
He doesn't want to be your friend. He has no fucking interest in that.
Nothing. Forget it.
I have to look away to prevent her from seeing the snarl on my face.
I'll go pick out some cadavers for you. Later.
Okay. Bye.
I step away and mutter to myself.
Stupid.
No, that was smart. You should have fucking been more forward, in fact. Stop with this. Has the friend zone taught anybody anything? You have to tell people now. Like, this isn't 1990s. Like, people aren't just friends and become lovers. You have to literally tell people, I have no interest in being your friend. I want to date you. Or, I have no interest in dating you. I just want to be friends. And I will never have any interest in dating you. But I want to stay friends. You know? You have to be very direct. I'm so stupid. You're not really stupid for this, dude. You're just fucking... Why am I acting so desperately around her? You're not acting desperate. You're just trying to fucking get this resolved. Instead of being in limbo like it's fucking torture.
Yo.
Yo.
What kind of hello is that? Frick.
Bitch.
Sauce. In a mood.
Well, he's back to normal.
Always the case with you, ain't it?
Seems to be.
She gets me.
Listen, how about that cup of coffee you promised me?
Huh?
You know, come on, don't make me say it. You said you'd brew me some coffee with that French press thing. And, well, I could really use a cup, you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Sauce. Noriko has sent me to the morgue.
If you're a man and you're watching this, the reason you don't get women is because you say saws instead of sorry.
Why? She kill ya?
No.
It takes me a second to get what she's joking.
Oh.
Tomo always smiles warmly and waves her fingers in the air.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it ain't every day a pretty girl offers to have coffee with ya.
God damn it, why is everyone teasing us? It's fucking torture to this guy. Now he's gonna fall for her, and she's fucking taken. This is a nightmare.
So are we doing this or what?
God damn it. I can't fathom a reason for Tomoe's recent shift of attitude towards me. I guess they like torturing you, dude. I'm sorry. When we first started working together, she could hardly tolerate being in the same room as me. And now she wants me to brew coffee for her? Why? Does she want something from me? Is she in love? Okay, let's not get carried away. No, she's not. Nope, she's not. You're right. No one loves me. Even so, I don't want to be alone. How can I refuse her offer?
Okay, I can put off the morgue until later.
You finally came to your senses, huh? Well, come on then. Let's go to your place. I'll drive.
My place. The last time a girl visited my home was back when I lived in Noriko's apartment, back when in Shinjuku. Clucking my tongue serves to distract me from painful memories.
Let's go.
This is your place, huh?
Yeah, it's trash, dude. Oh shit. I think I just took a screenshot. My bad.
It's freaking dark in here.
Yeah. I'm a bit depressed, you know?
Saws.
You a vampire or something?
No, it's just called crippling depression.
Of course not. I was just outside in the sun with you.
True that.
Tomoe stands around the small room and stands uncomfortably by the wall.
You don't bring girls back here very often, do ya?
No.
Maybe if you made the place look more appealing, then girls just might want to come back here.
You're here.
Sure, but I'm complaining, ain't I?
True. Why are you here anyway? It's not for coffee, is it?
You're a sharp one, ain't ya? Listen, I wanted to talk to you away from, you know.
Boyfriend?
No! Jeez! Away from Noriko!
This guy's so thirsty.
Oh.
See, this whole thing's been going downhill, wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
All this shit with trying to make people off themselves? Sure, I'm used to it by now, but shit started to hit the fan.
How so?
Well, there's the business with, what was it? The human removal service?
Noriko told you about that?
Yeah, of course. We're besties, you know? They've been out there killing, and the police want to shift all the blame onto Corpse Girl. After all, Corpse Girl is the only killer that has gone public. Her name and website are written all over the body bags we deliver. People talk and everyone knows about her. So, of course the police are gonna assume she's behind all the murders. Except, she's not. Not really. A handful of them here and there, but even then, they're just suicides. Corpse Girl. Noriko. She ain't out there slashing necks and drowning people and setting houses on fire. She ain't doing any of that shit going down on the news.
I know all this.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if things keep up at this rate, the cops are gonna find her, Noriko.
I can't believe they haven't already.
And she's gonna get locked up for life.
In America, your ass would be caught in 2 seconds.
I ain't gonna lie, she deserves it. The stuff she's doing is messed up. Thing is, me and you, we're accomplished.
Oh, she's like me when I'm trying to read in this game.
Accomplices?
Yeah, that. We're in neck deep. If Noriko gets put on ice, we get taken along with her.
I see. You're worried about going to prison.
Of course I am. I've got people to take care of. What would Shinny do if I got locked up? What would he think of me? Not to mention my little brother and sister.
Tomoe's crestfallen countenance makes the room feel darker than it truly is. Her watery eyes break away from mine, and she tries hard to restrain herself from sobbing.
I can't. I don't think I can do this anymore. No matter how much she pays me, I just can't keep risking it.
I understand this is difficult for her. She's torn between loyalty to a friend and her own freedom.
I think your course of action is clear.
It is?
Yes. You need to step away from the game. It won't do us any good if you're not totally invested. You can make a fatal mistake that has consequences for all of us. If you're not committed, not focused, it's best that you part ways with Noriko.
You know, you really are more understanding than you look. I thought you were a total social outcast with no feelings or empathy.
Thanks.
Let me finish. I was wrong. You're all right, Kojiro. I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Noriko and tell her I ain't cut out for this anymore.
It's for the best. I guess we won't hang out anymore.
Do we ever hang out?
Well, our deliveries, our time at the factory. Dunno. Kind of grew to like it.
Kojiro. Oh, shit. I forgot. There's something I still need to do for Noriko.
What's that?
She asked me to go to her apartment and pick up some clean clothes for her. I owe her that much at least. You wanna come with me?
Her apartment?
Noriko's apartment, my apartment. Not anymore, I haven't lived there for a while, but it will always feel like mine. I wonder if there are any old memories to find between its walls.
Okay, I'll come with you. Do I need to break any windows?
No, of course not. Noriko gave me her keys.
I see.
You sound disappointed.
I shrug and let her accusation slide. I didn't expect a flood of mundane recollections to drown my mind as soon as I started climbing the staircase. This place has such a hold over me. My past life, my life with Shinjuku. It's so foggy but familiar. I don't even feel like the same person I was back then. But of course I'm the same, I'm still me. And the stench ingrained in these walls.
Every time I come in here, it smells worse and worse. What is it?
Don't know.
Mold, mildew? No, it's more sickening than that. It's something rotten.
Yuck. Anyway, her place is up just a few more levels.
I know.
Oh, you've been here before? Huh.
Tomoe abandons her thoughts in the air and continues to climb the stairs. When we reach the landing below Noriko's floor, a young girl's voice rings out.
Hello? Daddy?
It doesn't take long to identify the owner of the voice. A girl, no older than 7, is knocking repeatedly on the door of the apartment.
Huh?
She notices our arrival.
Who are you?
Kojiro.
Hello there. My name is Tomoe. What's your name?
Momo.
Nice to meet you, Momo. Do you live here?
Mm-hmm. The door is locked. I can't get inside.
I see.
Somehow, the girl has locked herself outside of her own apartment.
Is your mommy or daddy home?
I think Daddy is home, but he won't answer the door.
That's not good.
Let me try, okay?
The young girl hesitantly nods, nervousness evident on her features. Tomoe slams her fist against the apartment door, unafraid of holding back her strength.
Yo, anyone home up in here? Hello? Anyone there?
After a good 30 seconds of pounding on the door, Tomoe puts her hands on her hips.
Are you sure your dad is home right now?
I think so. He was here right before I went outside to play.
Did he go to get cigarettes? Tomoe grimaces and looks me dead in the eyes. Oh god, is his dead body in the fucking apartment? But that wouldn't explain the smell. They don't start smelling that strong that early.
You don't think something happened, do you?
Don't say that out loud.
Don't know.
I crouch down and rest my weight on one knee so I come face to face with the girl.
What's your dad's name?
It's Kenji.
Kenji, huh? And what was he doing before you went to play?
Momo twiddles her fingers uncomfortably. Her expression turns thoughtful as she tries to remember.
He was watching TV.
I see. Thank you.
I stand back up and turn to Tomoe. She raises an eyebrow as if in disbelief at the polite persona I adopted to talk to the girl.
If he's got the TV on, it might be too loud for him to hear us.
She was screaming and pounding on the door.
Anyway, I'm sure he'll open the door soon. We should go up to Noriko's.
You're unbelievable. I ain't leaving this girl here. What if something bad happened to her dad?
Don't say that aloud.
Something happened to Dad?
No, honey. I didn't mean it like that. Kojira, we need to get in there.
Tomoe's sentence is cut off as the apartment door suddenly opens. A formidable man, broad shoulders and with smoldering expression, now inhabits the doorway. What the fuck?
Clear the doorway.
Uh-oh. He takes one look at Momo and then turns his neck to bark at somebody behind him.
The daughter's right here.
What?
Bring her with us. Hurry it up.
What is happening? The stern man pushes past me as I stumble to get out of his way. Well, Tomoe should recognize him. That's Shinya's father. I don't like being pushed around, but the sight of half a dozen uniformed police officers shuffling out of the apartment behind him encourages me not to retaliate.
Daddy?
Dragged along behind one of the officers is a handcuffed man in disheveled clothes.
Momo! Oh, thank God! Sweetie, Daddy has to go to the police station for a little bit. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Before he can squeeze out another word, the police officers yank him away from his daughter. He's accompanied downstairs and disappears from view within moments.
Daddy! Come back! Daddy!
I'm assuming they suspect him for the murder of, for running the corpse store website. They probably tracked his IP or whatever, but Noriko used his Wi-Fi. So I'm assuming it has something to do with that. So they suspect that he's committing all the things because she used his Wi-Fi. The final police officer to exit the apartment bends down in the front of Momo. He mumbles something to her, then grabs her shoulders in an attempt to steer her towards the staircase.
Let go of me! Daddy!
What the fuck is going on here?
Tomoe takes a step forward to the officer, her fingers slowly curling into a fist.
Don't.
I clutch her fist in my own and force her to lower it.
Don't get involved. It's a police matter.
I think she understands my vague warning as she stops struggling against me.
Momo.
The young girl is escorted downstairs and Tomoe stands defeated next to me.
What the hell just happened?
Tomoe uncharacteristically quiet as she searched Noriko's apartment for cleaning clothing. Witnessing that man Kenji get arrested in front of his own daughter seems to have dampened Tomoe's spirits. Although he's a stranger, I can't help but feel bad for the guy. Don't know what he did wrong, but surely his daughter didn't need to see that go down.
You okay?
Tomoe ignores me as she rifles through Noriko's drawers. I decide to bite my tongue and simply take a seat on the edge of the bed. The first man to leave the apartment, the guy with the broad shoulders. He looked familiar, very familiar. He seemed to be in charge of the officers. A detective? Yes, that's it. A police detective I've seen on TV a few times lately. He's the one heading up the investigation of the recent homicides. The one accusing Corpse Girl of being the culprit behind the Human Removal Service's string of murders. Interesting. Then, the man he apprehended, Kenji. Is he involved with the case? Is he a suspect? Is he Harold? No. A neighbor of Noriko's, could it truly be? Could Kenji truly be the leader of the Human Removal Service? No. I try to connect all the dots in my mind. He lives close to Noriko, he might even be speaking terms with her. He might have access to Noriko's computer or website. He has our Wi-Fi. Maybe, but I don't think so. Could he have been the original hacker stealing Corpse Girl's request, the copycat? It all seems coincidental, but it almost makes sense. More likely that the copycat is the one who personally knows Noriko, someone who's inside the view of her life. But what's his motive? Looked like a normal guy, just a father living with his daughter. What could have inspired him to embark on a killing spree? Actually, for that matter, I just realized something when I kept saying Wi-Fi. The follower of the Herald, that fat fuck, he had fake Wi-Fi on his cap. And we've been using that dude's Wi-Fi. Maybe the entire time the next door neighbor has known exactly what we're doing. Maybe he is the Herald, I don't know. And it's probably coincidence. I don't know. That sounds crazy. Never mind that, it's irrelevant now. Kenji. Are you the one we've been looking for? Are you allied with Junpei Matsumoto? Are you the prophet, the herald, the one capable of standing toe-to-toe with Corpse Girl?
Okay, I'm done.
I blink a few times, look at Tomoe. She's standing with a pile of clothes neatly nestled in her arms.
Can we get going?
Yeah.
Leaving now is for the best. I want to get home. I want to spend some time with my thoughts. Please, no, I don't want to read more. There's new information to sort through. Ugh. We're not going to go to Noriko and be like, hey, your neighbor got arrested. Oh, I guess we are. Nope. We're doing it the next day. Okay. Not a morning person, never have been. But running with Noriko has forced me to get up early and more times than I can count. Doesn't mean I'm getting used to it. Still can't prevent myself from yawning. Doesn't help that last night was a sleepless one. Couldn't convince my overactive mind to take a break. Even distractions couldn't help. Couldn't concentrate on reading. Couldn't focus on tidying the apartment. Nothing worked. The same questions kept bouncing around inside my skull. When the sun came up, I decided to stop torturing myself and just confront Noriko. Perhaps she has some answers.
Wake up.
I lean over her near-lifeless body and whisper sharply. Don't want to scare her awake, don't want her to ignore me either.
Noriko, wake up.
My whisper becomes more of a hiss, and the girl before me begins to stir. She rubs her eyes, a familiar sight thanks to all the times I've woken her up lately.
Again, Kojiro? What time is it?
Early. Listen, got some questions for you.
Give me a break.
She sighs, sits up, and reaches for her handbag lying next to the futon. After rummaging through its contents for a few seconds, she curses under her breath.
No coffee.
Here.
I toss her a silver can of coffee I picked up from the vending machine on my way over. I know the drill by now, know Noriko well. The can slips through Noriko's slender fingers and comes to rest safely in her lap.
Oh. Thanks.
She cracks open the tab and takes a long sip, effectively draining half the contents in one swig.
This is nice.
She thoughtfully examines the front of the can, running her fingers along the embossed logo.
Glad you like it. Now, questions.
Fine. Go.
Do you know a guy named Kenji? With a daughter, Momo?
Noriko cocks her head at the side as if this was the last question she expected to hear from me.
Yeah. I know them. They're my neighbors. Kind of. They live on the floor below me.
That's right. You on speaking terms?
More or less.
Her eyes dart away from mine as she takes a moment to think.
Almost sweet. A nice girl. Kenji... We used to talk, but then... Well, I think he's lost respect for me. Let's leave it at that.
After the mall incident.
I see.
This is weird. How do you know those two?
Suppose it can't hurt to tell her. Tomoe probably will if I don't.
Went to your apartment yesterday with Tomoe.
You did?
Had to collect clothes for you. Going upstairs, we saw Kenji get arrested by the police. Lots of cops. and the detective from TV.
Detective? Wait, Kenji got arrested? Why?
Don't know. They took him away in cuffs. Took Momo too.
No, the detective. You're not talking about the one heading up the murder investigations, are you?
It's him. Big guy.
Fujikawa.
Huh? Fujikawa.
Yeah.
Interesting, didn't know his name before. Detective Fujikawa, not exactly the type I want to cross. Noriko's shoulders slump.
Poor Kenji. I wonder why he got arrested.
I think I know why. A flicker of realization flashes across her face. Within a split second, Noriko's defeated expression gives way to a hideous, wicked smile. Her eyes narrow and a shrill laugh pierces my ears.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Don't know if she's lost the plot or she figured something out. I think she figured out what we figured out, and she's happy about it instead of sad and guilty like I thought she would be, but I think I like her being happy about it more, honestly.
All those precautions I took, all that preparation, it finally paid off!
Spill it. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Kojiro, I don't want to worry you, but the girl you're interested in is a fucking psychopath, by the way.
Right. Listen carefully.
I stole his Wi-Fi.
When this all started, when Corpse Girl first told me to start killing,
When Corpse Girl first told her. I thought she was Corpse Girl, that's what she always referred to herself as.
I knew that running the website from my apartment was a risk. I knew accessing the database of the deceased could be tracked by anyone watching me. I took certain measures to protect myself. To protect Corpse Girl's work.
What did you do?
I pinned everything on Kenji Ogawa.
The next game I'm gonna play is, what's it called? Oh god, I'm blanking. For fuck's sake. I literally... L.A. Noire. I've never played it before, but it's a detective game. And considering the rate I'm figuring shit out in this game before they tell us, I am either a genius at figuring out mysteries because I love mystery games so much, or this game is really slow.
I used his internet service, his
Yep.
Wi-Fi. I used his address for registering my website.
Yep.
I used his name for every service I signed up to.
So smart to use the guy very next door to you to do all this. That's very intelligent. You know, not a guy from another building or... hell, another floor or something. Or another part of the apartment. Nah.
Everything I did created a trail of breadcrumbs that would point to Kenji in the event that the authorities ever came looking for Corpse Girl.
Alright, so if Tomoe ever found out about this, she would definitely leave Noriko, like she's already going to do. Kenji, or Kojiro, however, might just be so simped out of his mind that he might stay with her. But any normal person would immediately leave this psychopath. Devious. Cunning. Noriko planned everything from the start with a great amount of forethought. More concerning is the fact she wasn't afraid to throw her neighbor to the wolves in order to save her own skin. Yeah. Still, if I take Noriko out of work, this rules Kenji out as the mastermind behind the human removal service. He couldn't have been the herald that Junpei Matsumoto spoke of. He's just a scapegoat, wrong place, wrong time. The only other character in this game is Shinya and Aoi. So I'm assuming one of them is the herald, unless it's a completely different character we haven't met before. That's literally the only characters we've ever met. Ida is dead. I'm trying to think of any other characters. The detective obviously isn't it. Kenji isn't it, apparently. Who else have we met, like, just in passing? All the original girls from the beginning are dead. It's Aoi or Shinya, or they're just throwing some random person that we don't know.
Clever. I'm impressed.
Thank you. It finally paid off. The the police will either treat Kenji as the culprit, or release him once they figure out he's not who they're looking for.
I think it's Aoi because the next chapter has Aoi's face on it, on the achievement. And also, she's a little bit psycho like us.
Either way, they'll be back to square one.
They'll just fucking check who else was on his Wi-Fi, and you'll probably give them your name.
And I'm off the hook.
Not really.
Sure, if you say so.
Hmm?
That's all well and good, but you've been conducting a lot of work recently, since you stopped living in your apartment.
What's your point?
I'm assuming she doesn't work anymore because she doesn't shower. And she doesn't change her makeup. So she quit her job.
Been logging into Corpse Girl's website from here, from the factory.
Yep.
You've been accessing that database of the deceased, too.
Yep.
Don't you think if the authorities trace that, they'll just come looking for you here?
Yep.
I'm using my cell service to connect to the web. I'm not using a dedicated internet connection, and I'm running my connection through a proxy to mask my IP address. That can't be traced, right?
I shake my head. I'm pretty sure it can be tracked. Not my area of expertise, though. Me neither, but I'm pretty sure it can be, too.
No, but I'd be cautious if I were you. The cops will figure out Kenji's not guilty soon enough. Just you wait. A normal guy like that, he won't be able to give them any of the information they're looking for. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets released before the weekend.
So?
Hitting a dead end like that will only enrage the police. Especially that detective, Fujikawa. Don't you think they'll redouble their efforts after that? They'll surely do whatever it takes to catch the true culprit.
Yeah, sure, I hear you, but Corpse Girl really isn't the one they're looking for. The human removal service is behind most of the recent deaths.
They don't know that. They only have eyes for Corpse Girl. You made her famous. Made her known in every household across Tokyo. She's as much at fault as the human removal service. And you know it. If they catch you, let's just say you won't be let off the hook so easily.
Noriko folds her arms across her chest angrily. Not my fault she doesn't want to hear the truth. This whole conversation is giving me a headache. All my assumptions on the identity of the Herald led me to a brick wall. But I did glean one interesting piece of information from Noriko's words. A phrase that loops within my mind, verbatim. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. Yeah, she's nuts, dude. She has several mental illnesses. I rubbed my chin at the thought.
Gotta go. Good here.
Noriko drains the rest of her coffee and tosses the can aside.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Right.
If this ends with us all in jail, I'll be pretty sad, to be honest, but it makes sense.
Later then.
We've made so many fucking mistakes, it's ridiculous. The fact that the cops haven't caught us is insane. Noriko doesn't speak another word. I leave in silence. Got a few hours before I need to head to the morgue. Usual night shift. Not a good combination with the early morning. At least there are no deliveries to be made today, for Noriko or for Corpse Girl. For the best. If Tomoe is quitting the business, we won't have a driver. Didn't really think that through when I encouraged her to go with her gut. Oh well, that's on Noriko. She's the brains behind the operation. I'm simply the muscle, just like I always tell her. Corpse Girl told Noriko to kill people. That's what she said. That's what Noriko, Corpse Girl. That's what the person I know as Noriko told me. That begs a follow-up question. If Noriko isn't Corpse Girl, then who is? It's her fucking crazy brain, dude. Is Corpse Girl a person, someone whispering instructions in Noriko's ear? Has that always been the case? No, it's literally just her in her head. Was I so blindsided by Noriko's ambitions for grandeur that I disregarded the truth behind her words? Is Noriko nothing but a puppet? Too many questions. Doubt Noriko will willingly spell it out for me. Not if she's going to go on Student's legs to mask the truth for so long. When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing. I can't get that quote out of my head. Too many moving pieces to the puzzle. Noriko, Corpse Girl, the Human Removal Service, the Herald, Junpei Matsumoto, and Kenji Ogawa. Too many assumptions, too many shadowy figures. Makes me angry. Don't like it when I don't understand something. I'm clever, sharp, like to know everything. Like to predict what's going to happen next. Like to remain one step ahead of everyone I know. Right now, I feel like 3 steps behind Noriko, behind whatever the Corpse Girl is. Maybe Tomoe had the right idea, maybe getting out of this situation is for the best, yes. Though, could I really make a clean break? Yeah. Could I really just walk away? Yep. Noriko isn't afraid to play dirty, she's become increasingly more evident, especially at the Kenji situation. What? Oh. Never mind, I thought Kenji was Shinya. I was like, what did she do to Shinya? If I walked, would I be on my guard for the rest of my life? Would I have to be cautious of every shadow that flirts in the darkness? Would Corpse Girl come to claim me as her own? That begs the question. If Tomoe quits now, will Noriko try to bury her silence with blood? No. She'll do it. Dude, if she's not gonna murder the fucking dude that's pounding her chick, the fat ass, she's not gonna kill you. She'd do anything to ensure her name doesn't get dragged through the dirt. Tomoe knows too much, as much as me. She could compromise Noriko's entire operation if she lets the wrong words slip out in front of the wrong people. It's too late for that. Because of that, I have to believe that Noriko won't stand for it. Tomoe's life will be in danger if she quits now. I don't know how, I don't know by what measure Noriko will strike from the shadows. The girl is weak of body, though strong of mind. And her ambitions are steeled from some otherworldly force of will.
Noriko won't let Tomoe walk away from this.
Speaking the words aloud and hearing the echo throughout my apartment helps reaffirm the truth. I have to warn Tomoe. I don't know if it's too late. I don't know if she told Noriko she'll be quitting. But there's no time to waste. Alright, I'll do this next scene, then I'll quit.
Can I help you?
What's up, cuck boy?
Tomoe in?
She's, are you a friend of hers?
I'm her lover.
Yeah. This is an emergency.
Really? Hang on. I'll go get her.
I wait patiently as the guy, I assume Tomoe's boyfriend, goes to fetch her. It's fairly late now, the sun is setting, I might miss the start of my shift at the morgue. This is more urgent.
Kojiro?
Oh my god, she's wearing something different. It's fucking incredible. The artist can draw something else.
What the fuck are you doing here?
What the fuck are you doing here?
Need a word.
How'd you get my address?
I don't know.
You know what? I'd rather not know.
Tomoe, who is this guy? Why does he smell like...
Shut up, Shinya. Go to your corner.
Long story.
Is he bothering you? Should I,
What? What are you gonna do?
Should I take care of him?
My nostrils flare a little as I choke back a laugh. I couldn't hold it. This guy's pretty scrawny. I'm no martial arts champion, but I could find it hard to believe he posed a threat to me, no.
Nah, it's all good. He's harmless. Mostly.
I see.
He flashes me an untrusting glare.
Need to talk. It's important.
Fine, come in, come in.
Him.
I point a finger at the boyfriend.
He needs to go.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yes, come on. What do you think I'm here to talk about?
Ugh. Yeah, fair point. Shinya, can you, like, clear off for a bit?
Tomoe, I want to know what's going on here. Just who is this guy? Is he an ex-boyfriend of yours?
Ex-lover is what I prefer to call it.
Because I'll fight him. You just watch me.
Okay, bro.
No need for that. Not here to steal your girl.
Although I was pondering it for a second.
Just listen to him, Shinya. You've no need to worry.
Fine then. I can tell when I'm not wanted.
Are you gonna cry?
If anyone needs me, I'll be outside.
The boyfriend storms off like an upset toddler, and I finally allow myself to crack a smile.
What a catch.
Shut up. You don't know him like I do.
Okay.
Tomoe shuts the front door, leaving us alone in her apartment.
So what the fuck is this all about?
Need to know. Have you told Noriko you're quitting?
Nah, not yet. Surely you could have asked me that over noise.
Probs. Thought you might be in danger already.
Danger? Why?
Have a theory. Reckon Noriko will cut us up if we leave her merry band.
Nah. Noriko and I are besties. She wouldn't hurt me.
Don't act so certain. Noriko will do anything to protect herself. That neighbor of hers, the guy that got arrested, she set him up from the very start. Made him take the fall so she wouldn't become a suspect.
You're shitting me.
Dead serious. And
I take a moment to consider the best way to announce my next theory.
don't think Noriko's working alone.
Come on, dude, really? Unless we've been lied to this entire time from an unreliable narrator, we know that's not true. We know Noriko is just fucking crazy in the head.
Well, of course she's not. We're working with her.
I guess I didn't... No, you didn't explain anything.
Not what I meant. Noriko. Noriko may not be the ringleader here like we assumed. She said, and I quote, "When Corpse Girl first told me to start killing," end quote.
Tomoe's silent contemplation convinces me that I'm onto something, something that neither of us had stumbled upon previously. That the person you're working for is mentally ill?
Well, shit. I thought Noriko was Corpse Girl. She always calls herself that.
She is. She's fucking crazy.
In fact, she even admitted it to me once. Yeah, I remember it. I kinda suspected it and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it.
Sure about that?
Yes?
Well, pretty sure, yeah.
Interesting.
Now I'm starting to doubt myself.
Don't sweat it. Noriko does refer to herself as Corpse Girl. I'm sure of it.
Literally all game long.
Right? I thought so.
But I'm still uneasy about it.
It's because she's mentally ill.
Someone convinced her to start killing. And she seems to think it was Corpse Girl.
Ugh. I don't get it.
Neither do I. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
Right.
For now, for your own safety, don't tell Noriko you're quitting.
Seriously?
I don't know how she'll react.
What a drag. I really don't want to do this anymore.
Be patient. Give me a bit of time.
You sure you can sort this out?
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating my confidence. I'm determined to learn the truth about Noriko and the identity of Corpse Girl. Maybe I can figure out why all this started, why Noriko is so intent on continuing down the path of self-destruction.
Leave it to me.
It's because she has so many mental illnesses that are always piling on top of each other.
Thanks.
Why does a person with an eating disorder continue to vomit and get sick and gets... Even when they're in the hospital, they continue. It's because they're fucking ill.
Later then.
Why does an addict continue to use? It's like... I make my way to the front door and swing it open. I'm slightly startled when a heavy form stumbles into me.
Oh.
With his ear pressed against the door, oh my fuck. Tomoe's boyfriend couldn't avoid falling forward as the door opened. I looked down at him sprawled on the floor, groaning.
You okay?
He'll be fine. Get up, Shinya.
He clambers to his feet and dusts off his trousers.
I was, just,
Gotta go. Bye.
I don't have time for this. I push past him and make my way out of the apartment complex. I wonder if he heard anything. My late arrival at the morgue is not met with by any form of chastisement. The place is empty, devoid of life, nothing out of the ordinary here. Sounds like a great place to work, to be honest. I've always wanted to work somewhere where, like, nobody was there. I could just do what I wanted. Though, Something is off. It's too empty. Glancing around the walls of the cold chambers, I immediately noticed something suspicious. The majority of the chamber doors aren't sealed shut. They're slightly ajar, as though the last person to access them didn't close them properly. I would never do such a thing. I know to press the doors firmly enough that they lock in place. Leaving a cold chamber unsealed is a surefire way to assist in a cadaver's deterioration, and an unsealed chamber allows the odor of decay to leak into the morgue. Right now I don't smell anything out of the ordinary, meaning these cold chambers are empty. Someone has removed the cadavers that were once stored inside. This place was full to the brim just a few days ago. There wasn't a single empty cold chamber. Now, a cursory glance shows that a good 90% of the cold chambers are unsealed. And with that, we have to save. We're out of time. I've been playing for like over 2 hours. I'm just gonna keep saving new shit. God damn, dude. Okay. Well, we're still not any closer to finishing this fucking game. And we've been playing for like 14 hours now. Thoughts. Do I have any thoughts? I can't believe that chapter 1 was so damn long. And honestly, I miss playing as Noriko. I liked playing as her. It was at least interesting. Shinya's kind of interesting. I think I can relate to him more than Noriko. I have a lot of the same problems he does. You know, I think everyone does. Depression and all that. But, I don't know. I think because I have a lot of the same problems, I don't I'm bored of it a little bit. Also, I've never liked his character from the start. I always thought he was the weakest character in this game. I don't like the way he talks. I don't like his brooding nature. And I especially don't like the fact that he just turned out to be a simp that just really loves Noriko. I figured he had something darker about him. You know, that he was having sex with corpses or something crazy like that. Nope. He just really loves this girl. Which I find to be disappointing, honestly. But it's the most realistic thing. But I figured this is a visual novel anime about getting people to commit suicide by sending corpse photos, and you know, I figured there was some room for crazy shit. But yeah, she's just kind of a normal depressed dude. And yeah, I'm a little from the achievements. It doesn't look like we get to play as Tomoe. I'm a little disappointed about that. I've grown to like her a lot more as the game has gone on. Despite her weird way of talking, for some reason it doesn't bother me that much. Not as much as he does. Anyway, I'm over time. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.